special. It's the freak from prisoner cell block H, Maggie Kirkpatrick. They're all here to play new Celebrity Squares.
Would you like the next note?
Maggie, please.
What? We're going straight to Maggie. Maggie, welcome from your show. Prisoner cell block H. How long were you in the prison with them? You...
4.5 years for me.
From one prison
About
block
500 odd episodes I did.
Gosh, so they had
A lot of them very odd.
Yeah. You weren't released for all that time. That's the Australian...
No, I locked them up, darling. I locked them up. I wouldn't let them out.
We weren't released by our Maggie for 10 years.
So I believe.
True or false, Maggie, the ancient Britons believed that sex caused toothaches. Sex caused toothaches. Did the ancient Britons believe that?
Now, it's very interesting you should ask me this, because I've been on a fact-finding tour here in Britain, tracing my ancestors back to my roots, or root canals, you might say. And I have actually discovered that I had a lot of toothless ancestors in this country. I can only presume that they were either very highly sexed or didn't like pain. So, yes, Bob, I do believe that the Britons did believe that sex caused toothache.
Yes, I agree with that.
The ancient Chinese did, the ancient Britons didn't. You're wrong to agree. Cross gets the square. No money is won on Maggie's square. Where was the square? One of our stars is sitting in the secret square. Here for you at home, and for you only, is the star sitting in the secret square. We can't see who that is. We know what the prize is worth, though, and here's someone to tell you all about it. One of our stars is sitting in the secret square, and that same prize is still up for grabs. I'm talking about the weekend in Florence. You can see the star. Maybe it's the same star you saw before. We don't know here in the studio. Go ahead, Lizzie.
Maggie, please.
Going to Maggie Kirkpatrick. Welcome to Maggie. Released after how many years in prison?
4.5.
And we get you here and we bang you straight into another punishment block. It's not right, is it?
Claustrophobia.
Well, it's great to have you here from Prison of Cell Block H. And, of course, in the prison you learn many such strange customs. Here's another for you. True or false, Maggie? Amongst the Tagalog tribe of the Philippines, when a woman was about to give birth, the husband used to stand naked on the roof and sacrifice a chicken.
Lizzie, I'm somewhat of an expert on fertility rites in the Philippines, actually. My dear friend, Imelda Marcos, told me, before she gave me 6 pairs of shoes, that, yes, it is indeed well known among the Tagalog people that as the wife is about to bear down, the husband, naked, stands on the roof of the hut, squawks like a rooster, you know, crows like a rooster, and waves a dead chicken around.
Sounds pretty convincing, Lizzie.
Yes, it is, Bob, yes.
I disagree.
You disagree. Lizzie, the husband stood naked on the roof with a sword in his hand to frighten away evil spirits. You're right to disagree. It's false, and North gets the square. And £10 is won. You now have £20 on your scoreboard.
Maggie, please.
Yes, I think so, to block a winning line diagonally across the game board. Maggie, words. If you were fustigating...
Pardon?
If you were fustigating someone, Maggie, would you be hurting them or tickling them?
Fustigating.
Fustigating.
I'd certainly be doing it in private. I think, Bob, surely I would be tickling them. I couldn't do anything else. I'd be tickling them.
That may be Maggie's sweet nature speaking. What do you think? It's game point for you?
I agree.
You would be hurting them. You'd be hitting them with a cudgel. Cross cannot win Maggie Kirkpatrick Square there because it's game point. If you want to cross in Maggie's Square, you must do it yourself.
I'll have Maggie.
Well, we'll see about that. The singer and actress Carmen Miranda was known as the Brazilian bombshell. But in which country was she born, Maggie? Portugal or Spain?
Whichever country produced the most fruit, I would say. Portugal.
Game point. £10 and a £50 bonus is in it for you if you react correctly. What do you say, Paul?
I agree.
You're right to agree, and you got another 60 quid to add to your 90, £150.
Maggie, please.
Maggie, she trusts you, Maggie, and she wants to start winning money. In which year was Britain's first open prison established? 1936 or 1946? Britain's first open prison. 36-46.
Being somewhat of an expert in this field, I don't approve of open prisons, you see. Joan Ferguson would never approve of that. But Maggie Approves, and it was in 1946.
1946, says Maggie.
I disagree.
At Wakefield, it was in 1936. You're right, you've got another £20. You put your nought into that square, and we double your money. Frank, going to the centre again. Frank,
Yes.
true or false, England's record win in a soccer match is when they beat the Australian team 13-0.
Yes, well, I was actually a good footballer myself, Bob. I remember being awarded a free kick and taking it at the referee. It's false, actually.
Frank says it isn't true.
I agree.
It was when they beat Ireland 13-0. You're right to agree. Your nought goes into that square, and you win. Tricky time, tricky judgment.